Hi guys, welcome to the stream. Today will be a quick stream as I was asked to do it. Okay, so I'll do Wasp weapon, and one of my viewers recommended the setup I should test to make sure we can see the benefits of the weapon. So let me just quickly log in into the game. Right, so here we are. I don't even know what the weapon does, truth to be told. So let's see what it does actually. Just go straight into the description. So when you awaken, you get a new skill called Level Poison. Every 4 seconds, Waspwort summons Waspwort leaves to Hi Adrian to one random enemy unit. When randomly summoned to the same enemy unit, the effect will stack. Okay, so that's a stack. Wasp featured on Wasp leaves deal damage equal to 10% of own attack to enemy units every second and have 10% chance to inflict silence for 3 seconds. Cooldown is 9 seconds. 1 star increases Wasp unit damage by 15 and death pierce by 150. Increases Wasp unit damage reduction by 15%. This effect doubles when attacking melee units, which most of the time Wasp will be doing because he will be hitting tanks. Poisonous Leaf. When friendly summoned creatures die, Waspwort controls Waspwort leaves to inject poison into enemy units, inflicting paralysis for 5 seconds. At the same time, also purifies to remove 1 stack of buff. Friendly summoned creatures. Okay, does it count the clones? If it does, this will be broken quite often. Increase all unit damage by 6% for every fortress unit on the battlefield. At 5 stars, the first time Wasp HP falls below 33%, increases unit damage reduction by 40% for 7 seconds. Cannot be dispelled. Also inflicts stun to enemy units in a smaller range around it for 5 seconds. That's good. If the enemy's tails jump on you and stuff like that. Venomous Corrosion, it's a 6-star skill. When Waspwort lands a crit hit, they have 20% chance to deal an additional 40% damage and reduce the unit damage reduction by 7% and block value by 70 for 8 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. Okay, so far it doesn't seem very impressive, but there are quite a few interesting mechanisms which we'll hopefully be able to test. So as I mentioned, the formation I've been asked to test is as follows. Okay, so obviously on the left side we'll have Tazar, and this is what I've been asked to run. And I've been asked to test it against Cassambel with Inferno. Right, I had to replace Mermaid with Dark Elemental because with Mermaid this team just gets demolished. With Dark Elemental, this team actually wins. And the way I test weapons is I start from a losing battle and hope the weapon will allow me to win or at least make it close to win. If that makes sense, because if we test a weapon on a winning battle, it makes more sense. It's just gonna make the win faster, okay? But we want something that can turn the tides of the battle. Right, so let's just run this quickly, show you guys what I mean. Right, so Tazar loses. And that's the damage of the corpse. Flower. Okay, very insignificant in that battle. The reason for that is he lived only 14 seconds. Yeah, that's why I said it doesn't sound impressive. It's more utility than actually damage buffs or whatever. Anyway, let's pop up the stats, okay? Okay, so we increase lots of attack, lots of HP, as well as the percentages. Let's see if the Wasp can survive more than 40 seconds against this Inferno team. Obviously, it's hard for him because he's against this kill line. But if his weapon doesn't help him survive at this point where we are in the game, there's no point of investing in it. Because this unit can be easily replaced by some commander unit. Yeah, so even with the stats, he goes rather quickly. It was 14 seconds previously. It's 2 seconds more. Right, so let's awaken the weapon so we got a new skill. However, it will be hard to test this skill because the Wasp will be alive for only 16 seconds. First, just take the flower out. Okay, I'm just gonna switch the lines now to compare difference. Oops, I didn't check the stats. Let's play that again. I'm gonna switch the lines to make sure actually avoids the kill line. Allow him to live a little bit longer, see how that progresses. Yeah, so nothing changed because he just dies too easily. Just swap it. The outcome of the fight will be totally different right now. Yeah, well, against this team, he's obviously not going to last because the two threats to the backline. You got the kill lane and you got the devil on the other side. So wherever I put the flower, just gets demolished too easily. Let's keep on upgrading. I'm not sure how's the situation on the global server. Is Waspwort actually being used? Is he able to stay alive for more than 30 seconds. Okay, so that's basically increasing his offensive potential. So let's roll that way, and I'm going to replace Dark Elemental in the next stage so we can actually see some damage, because when I replace the Dark Elemental with something else like Mermaid, Tazar will win, because obviously Mermaid can't heal, so maybe I'll put something else. Okay, so yeah, we need to do that. Yeah, so if both of them suck, we just need to find out if this weapon will make Waspwort viable, or you just basically give up on the flower. Right, so that was that. With the Dark Elemental, obviously Dark Elemental is the biggest problem. So let's replace it. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Let's make this fight more sustainable in a sense, without any kind of healing. I'll provide some immunity, damage reduction, and stuff. Okay. So obviously Quasi is doing the work, killing everything in the backline. And it just tanks left, so let's just rewind. And we're gonna see the damage, and then I'm gonna put Dark Elemental back again. I'm gonna upgrade the weapon. Okay, so 5% of the total team damage, less than White Tiger in 36 seconds. So obviously it's a utility unit. It used to be one of the strongest damage dealer units on Tazar team, if I remember correctly, before any of the second tier commanders popped out. So yeah, let's go on. Will be a wonder if survives devil long enough, it will still not be worth it. Yeah, that's what I felt. It's like, see, the weapons on these SR plus units are not making too much of an impact because we are so late into the game. Okay, so a little bit more survivability. Okay, so in this case, he actually does not die. Okay, but gonna swap that unit with Dark Elemental. When it was released, it was doing damage, tanking, killing devil, or any cavalry. Yeah, I remember these times, Adrian. Right now, right, so the tiger survived the whole fight. This time around, okay, interesting. The wasp did not. Yeah, Yataro, this is why I'm actually testing these weapons. I want to see if there's any point of getting SR plus weapons right now, because Genie is not worth it. You can get Sister, and getting diamonds is much easier than getting Mithril. Right, let's put Dark Elemental here back in. And this is why my Magic Airship, which I used in my Astral Comp for a long time, does not have a weapon upgraded because I don't even play that unit anymore. I'm gonna get Sister if I get enough diamonds. I still think I'll be a couple thousand short. But yeah, we are right now in a time where it's actually worth saving your diamonds, getting these champion units, and replacing all these SR units with it. Okay, so that's interesting. In 18 seconds, he's done similar damage to the White Tiger and the Chaos Hydra. However, with Judy, he just dies too easily. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, I totally agree. This is why I'm not even investing in even SSR weapons. I think the only one I got is Naga and Regnant Archer, because these are the two weapons that actually are amazing. I don't play dungeon, so I don't have Black Dragon weapon, but Black Dragon weapon is definitely worth it. Okay, so 3 stars seems interesting. Okay, we're adding a different mechanism to this flower. Okay, so the summons, when they die, he controls these flowers. So let's see what it actually does. Let's play against the Judy comp first. Black Dragon Gorgor 6 star is also worth it. Yeah, that is true. I still have to test Bone Dragon. But no one plays Necro anymore. Yeah, Flower still dies. That's against the Dark Elemental team. Can you also use the weapon skin for Wasp? Yeah, I will. Oh, Quas was so close to taking them down. Yes, 13 seconds. What was your point? What's your point on Devils with weapon and Angel with weapon now with Sister? Yeah, still worth. I think it was worth it before first wave change. So see mono. Devil weapon. I'm still not sold on. Because how weird it actually behaves. But obviously, if you run an Inferno, Devil is still your not a main killer anymore, but it's still a unit that can be a game changer. Yeah. Angel seems to be doing a lot of damage with Sister, but still faces the same issues. He still faces the issues with dying to Dark Elemental, and everyone is running Dark Elemental. So if you can keep your offensive units alive, there's no point of bringing them. And this is why I am slowly dropping Naga. Although Naga can be a game-changing unit, I will drop her. Okay, she dies within 20 seconds of a game. I currently run 3 tanks on my Astral. So I'm better off bringing something here. I can replace Naga with Sister and play with Seer, Ragnan Seer, Judy, Titan, Sister, and Dark Elemental in the backline. Just skip offensive units altogether. The questionable weapon is it depends. It depends on how much you spend, what is your main team, and so forth. Totally agree, Hadris. If you can afford all the weapons, why not get them? if you are budgeting like I do, I'm just gonna select the ones that I think deserve it. And also remember, you can buy some weapons in the shop. So see, in my example, I'm slowly shifting from Rampart into the Cove. So I am getting these free Ragnar Archer weapon shots from the shop. This is my main focus right now. I still run Inferno as a second team, and I don't have Devil's Weapon. So this is another thing I need to do, but I'm gonna get it for free, okay? Because by the time I get these weapons, even if I spend Mithril right now and I spend money on the Mithril, they will get outclassed, okay? I think the ways of the champions are coming so fast that you can build the teams around the champions instead of around the SSR units, and then we'll get weapons for these commander units. Okay, so this will be another thing you'll be sinking your money into. So if you're you just need to decide what you're gonna skip. If you can afford, you don't skip it. But if you have budget and you just pick your targets, if that makes sense. I won't get the weapons, so this is my best chance to see the skin. You won't get. Okay, so I'll show you the skin in the game. Yeah, I just skipped that, Adrian. I'll show you. So yeah, 10% damage. Okay, so still less than 38 seconds on the White Tiger. And that was with the Judy. Okay, let's upgrade the weapon. I think I've put the skin on, didn't I? Yeah, the skin is on. Let's get that weapon awakened. So far, not really impressive. I think this is the unit of the past, as some people said. Or PvE unit. Obviously, it might just be that Cassambal team is just too strong. There's so much burst on it. Bang. Okay, Judy's protection is down. And it's gone. Tazar wins. That's something good, yeah. So 50 seconds of the fight. Not really impressive. It's still Quetzal. Quetzal is just like Dark Elemental. In Tazar team, Quetzal is just so strong. He's not as versatile as the unit that I'm placing in now, but still a solid unit. And this is what made Tazar become top tier hero right now, because Quetzal just melts. And you can put Dark Elemental in that team, just replace that Wasp, put Dark Elemental, and you're just so strong. Okay, your damage output is so strong. As you can see, Dark Elemental is still a game-changing unit. Everything just gets melted. This is a one-sided victory, and that weapon is almost maxed out. It doesn't bring anything to the table so far. Puzzle is quite versatile. If you pair them, you get a combo all around. Yeah, I agree. This is, look, 15 seconds. That's how much damage he's done. Yes, Hadris, this is how it was set up. Okay, I had to make sure that the Tazar is losing, and I had to see if this weapon will be able to bring Tazar team and lead it to victory, or at least get it closer to the victory. Okay, so this should help tremendously. Okay, it's, well, maybe not tremendously, but it's only 40% damage reduction, but it is something worth mentioning. Okay, this is the big defense upgrade. So let's test it against the Dark Elemental right now. Well, I don't think that was much of a difference, really. Still the same, okay? So the amount of time for the flower to die in this scenario is around the same. It's between 14 to 18 seconds. Oh, sorry, I need to do the duty test now. Okay, so that was like a little bit better. Maybe like 1 second. Yeah, 20 seconds. Okay, let's go on. By the way, Wasp is the only unit, well, the only SR plus unit that I still don't have on my main account. I'm so unlucky. I just got another Wyvern from the SR plus shards. I don't have Wasp. This is the only SR plus unit that I'm missing. Okay, so maxed out weapon. Okay, so in PvP, he just dies too easily. This weapon might work on PvE challenges, but sadly on test server I don't have access to many of them. And that was with Judy. Okay, so that's bad. That wasn't without Dark Elemental on the enemy team. So I'm really not impressed about this weapon. Chain brings nothing to the table, really, at this point in the game, where it's all about 3 units, really. Oh, nice. Nice, so Dazzler actually wins this time around. But it's not really thanks to Wasp, is it? Just love it. Right, so wait, what? All right. I see what I've done. Yeah. I'm just too tired. Let's try it again. Good catch. Yeah. That makes more sense. But hey, he's the man of the game. Righty, that's interesting. Quite a lot of damage then. That's because Quats has died so early. So maybe if somehow Flower survives longer, he can dish out a lot of damage. Let's try it. Let's change an enemy team. Okay, there's not much damage on that team. Oh, but I still put Wasp in the kill lane. It's not gonna change much the way I've done it. It's just still gonna get destroyed. I need to switch the places. Oh, great. Actually, it survived. So let's see that. Okay, so in this scenario, you can see that he's doing similar damage to the White Tiger. So it might not be bad in a prolonged fight. But I'm not sure about you guys, but on my server, barely any fights that last even that amount of time. Okay, fights on my server finish in about 30 seconds. 30-40 seconds. Pain of being a melee. So I'm not impressed about the weapon. It might work well in the PvE scenario when the fights actually last more than 1 minute. But in PvP, Wasp does not bring much to the table. It's no longer a great damage dealer unit. Just being outclassed by all these champion units that are coming out right now. Anyway, guys, thank you for staying with me. This is it for tonight. And I'll see you next week where I'll be testing Bone Dragon weapon or maybe Leprechaun out. We'll see. Right, guys, thank you for staying with me and I'll see you next week. Bye.